We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This to the 24 for a gain of 4.
35, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now it's Haskins. Flushed out right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
1st and 10 at the
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
39-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. The throw taken in by Sims. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
For the running back.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Haskins to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
I'm not sat down with my account. You said I got 6 minutes.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Washington 3.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
And the Chargers 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The running back again.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 49 the mic. Watch the shot. Watch the run. Watch the run. Yup, yup. 49. Lost 49. Tackles. Tackle. 49. 49 the mic. 49 the mic. Get him. Get him. Get him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert going deep here for Allen. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Y'all playing the wrong football. 53 is the mic. 53, check 53.
Here's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill, kill, kill. Check 99. Check 99.
Operating from the gun. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A huge play there for Washington. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 7.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
From the gun, Haskins. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins letting one go deep for the end zone. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Washington 17.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins, and he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw it, and this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Schwab. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going up top. And that is caught.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
Pulled it in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Number 82.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Chargers 31. Washington.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to
get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Play action. Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
And his kick is right through.
31-31.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
4-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
56, check 56. Mike 56, Mike 56. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike 56, Mike 56. Who that?
From the 22, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First down and goal to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D.
Now Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
Well, that's That's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field, because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with this Washington 38, Chargers 31.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Los Angeles.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he gives this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Chargers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 21. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
The game is tied at 38 all. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 30 on second down, Haskins got a man and he hits him in stride. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Eckler to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Herbert, he'll rifle this one deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 38, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
22.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, come on now. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. It's free. 17. No gain on this defense. No gain. Watch the twist. You got tape.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Chargers.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Herbert.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Herbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Herbert. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Herbert now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Number 82, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Complete on the jump ball. It's 3rd.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
To go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Washington, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.